Wigwe and his family were headed to Las Vegas to watch the Super Bowl when the helicopter crashed near a border city between Nevada and California on February 10th around 10 p.m.
What would you like to be remembered for?
What would I like to be remembered for? As one who contributed in creating one of the largest financial institutions in the continent, one that basically helped build an institution that will be remembered over time, all right, as an institution that will be able to compare favorably with all the other large and successful financial institutions of the world. That is.
What are the 3 things you can't live without?
Very difficult question. I think my children and my wife, which is basically my family, that would be the starting point. If I can't find a sanctuary where I'll be at peace with myself, to pray and things like that, it will be a very difficult thing. And obviously, I like my people around me and people that I work with. The day I can't do anything, I can't work anymore, I think my life will be in tatters.
So, your family, your sanctuary, and your work.
Yes, very important to me.
What's your idea of perfect happiness?
Spending time with my children. Definitely.
All right. What's your greatest fear?
Failure. A bank run, for instance.
Herbert Wigwe was a Nigerian banker and entrepreneur who passed away on February 10th, 2024 at the age of 57. He was the CEO of Access Holdings PLC, one of Nigeria's top 5 banking institutions. He was also a philanthropist and a visionary leader who transformed Access Bank from a small commercial bank to a global financial institution. So in this video, we'll be exploring his life story, achievements, family, net worth, and his legacy. So his early life and education. Herbert Wigwe was born on August 15, 1966, to parents of Ikwere, descent from Omueke, Isiokpo in Rivers State. He attended St. Gregory's College in Lagos for his secondary education and then proceeded to the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, where he obtained a degree in accountancy in 1987. He furthered his education by obtaining a master's degree in banking and finance from the University College North Wales, now the Bangor University. In 1989, and another master's degree in financial economics from the University of London in 1990. He also attended the Harvard Business School Executive Management Program in 2006. He was a fellow of the Institution of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, ICANN, a fellow of the Institution of Credit Administration, an honorary member of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, and a commander of the Order of the Niger. His family and personal life. Herbert Wigwe was married to Chizoba Wigwe, a lawyer and entrepreneur. They had 4 children, Chizzy, Tochi, Hannah, and David. He was a devoted husband and a father who cherished his family and spent quality time with them. Wow. Career and achievements. Herbert Wigwe started his professional career with Coppers and Librand Associates, an international firm of chartered accountants, where he worked as a management consultant and later qualified as a chartered accountant. He then joined Capital Bank as a senior manager in charge of treasury and financial services. In 1992, he moved to Guaranty Trust Bank, GT Bank, where he spent over 10 years working in various capacities such as corporate banking, institutional banking, and treasury. In 2002, he left GT Bank along with his business partner and friend, Aigbo J. He left GT Bank to acquire a stake in Access Bank PLC, which was then a small commercial bank, ranked 65th out of 89 banks in Nigeria. They embarked on an ambitious transformation agenda that saw Access Bank grow from a regional bank with less than 10 branches to a global bank with over 600 branches across Nigeria, Africa, and the UK. He received numerous awards and honors such as the African Banker of the Year 2016, Business Day CEO of the Year 2017, Forbes Best of Africa Award 2020, African Leadership Magazine, African Business Leader Award 2020, and Leadership Newspaper Business Person of the Year 2020. He was also passionate about giving back to society and supporting various causes such as education, health, entrepreneurship, women empowerment, environmental sustainability. He founded the Herbert Wigwe Foundation in 2018 to provide scholarships, mentorship, and empowerment to young Nigerians. He also supported the How Foundation, which provides free malaria treatment and prevention to children and pregnant women. The Slum to School Initiative, which provides quality education to children in the slum. The W Initiative, which provides financial and non-financial services to children, and the Access Bank Arts X Prize, which promotes emerging artists in Nigeria. He was also a man of faith who believed in God and lived by Christian values. He was a member of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, the RCCG, where he served as a pastor before he died, and he worshipped with a branch of the RCCG called the City of David, an upscale RCCG church in Lagos, and he was present until his death. He worshipped with them 2 Sundays ago. In 2018, as disclosed by one of the RCCG pastors, the City of David had an outreach in Makoko. The budget was 800 million. Herbert brought 500 million of the money, and the church brought the rest. Until his death, he was paying the salaries of the choir members of City of David Church secretly and quietly without making a fuss about it. The City of David has the biggest church building for the RCCG family in Lagos, completed with a helipad, and when the project was at its infancy level, Herbert made sure that Access Bank paid for a 10-year lease of the office space to be domiciled in the building, and he paid for 2 office space. He did this when the church project was at the foundation, and it took 5 years after the payment for the project to be done and for the bank to occupy the space. When the City of David ran out of funds as they were building the church building on the Victoria Island, Herbert used his influence to facilitate a loan from Access Bank for his local church to complete God's project on time. 3 weeks ago, the City of David Church had an issue paying back ₦1 billion, which was the loan Herbert facilitated back from Access Bank. He gave the church an interest-free ₦1 billion of his money, which they are expected to pay back this year to him. His net worth. Herbert Wigwe has amassed a considerable fortune through his banking and investment activities. While his official net worth is not publicly disclosed, it was estimated that he is worth around $65.2 million. This makes him one of the richest bankers in Africa and a respected figure in the financial sector. Wigwe University, a dream come true. One of the most remarkable achievements of Wigwe was the creation of Wigwe University, a groundbreaking institution of higher learning in Nigeria and West Africa. With a $500 million investment, the university set out to transform the landscape of education in the region, offering cutting-edge programs in management, science, engineering, and arts. The university, located in Iffy-Agatha, Port Harcourt, received its accreditation from the National Universities Commission in June 2023. This was who Herbert was: a man who loved God, a great steward in God's kingdom, and a pastor at RCCG. His life should be celebrated. His impact should be remembered. His legacy should be sustained. A huge loss indeed. Rest on God's journey.